My mother cooked 4 meals a day, cleaned the house, raised the kids, and never asked for help. And you think that's worth repeating? Let's talk. Your mother didn't do all that because she wanted to. She did it because she had no choice. She didn't have a partner. She had a system that told her, this is your job. But here's the harsh truth. Your mom wasn't a superhero. She was a human forced into a system where her love was measured by how much she could sacrifice. And now you look at her struggles, glorify them, and use them to burden your wife. My mom never needed help. Maybe she did, but she wasn't allowed to ask. My mom never complained. Maybe she cried alone at night when no one could see. My mom handled everything. Maybe she didn't want to, but who else would? And here's the saddest part. You expect your wife to walk that same path, not because it's right, but because it's what you've seen. Isn't it time to ask yourself, was my mom truly happy? And if she wasn't, why would I want my wife to go through the same? Your partner isn't here to repeat your mother's story. She's here to write her own. She's not here to cook your meals, clean your house, or bear the weight of the world on her shoulder while you sit and watch. She's here to live, to thrive, to love, not to sacrifice herself to meet your expectations. Honor your mother by breaking the cycle. Don't pass down her pain. Pass down the lesson that women deserve better. If you truly loved your mom, don't glorify her struggles. Build a home where no woman has to carry them alone.
My mom, God bless her soul, she got married at 19 and she has 7 children. You see, one day I was thinking about it. Now that I'm married, I was thinking about her, how she started parenting, how she started rearing children, raising children very early in her life, and how she has done that for a good part of her life. I was thinking about it and I was crying. I was crying because I know she was once a little girl, a young girl that has dreams, has passion, has hobbies. And then all of a sudden, she was forced to grow up. And then it's amazing. I'm grateful for her journey, for her life. You know, her journey makes her unique. Her journey is our pride. Our journey is what gave birth to me. Our journey is what gave birth to my sisters. If she had not gone on that journey, we wouldn't have been here. So I'm grateful for the way our life has been. I know everything worked together for good, okay? However, I can't still stop to think about the little girl in her that had dreams, had purpose, had passions, but she could not, in a way, fulfill them because she was raising children and she did a good job raising us. She did a great job. She gave it her best. That's a story for another day. She gave it her best. She gave it her, if this is what I've come to do, if this is what I can do for my children, I've given birth to these children, I will do them. That's a committed mother. She's a committed mother. I came across this video and it's kind of because some things I've tried to be silent on them and I don't want to talk about that because I'm trying to not step on people's toes. But some weeks back, a colleague of mine at work actually began to talk about this matter, a guy for that matter. And then he began to say, ladies of nowadays, you guys are not like our mothers. Look at the things our mothers had to do. Look at what they had to go through. But you ladies of nowadays, you don't want to do anything. You don't want to sacrifice. You don't want to be like our mothers. You guys are feeling pompous. Is it because you guys are now educated? As he was saying it, it was like I was watching a movie or I was reading a Facebook post. I could not bring myself to believe what I'm hearing. Like, is it a man, someone's husband, talking down on ladies in this 2025, this 21st century? I was shocked. I was just looking at the man like this. And then he said, hey, in my organization, in fact, because our boss is a female, he said she ought to submit her leadership to the mature men that are there. That is what she ought to do. It was like my hair is itching me. I could not believe what I was hearing. And at the point, I didn't want to contribute to what he was saying. I just wanted to ignore. But it was like he wanted me to hear and he wanted me to contribute. And I had to contribute. And then I asked her, did she tell you she was happy when she was doing all of those things? If your mom had help, if she could have access to help that we have today, you think she would not get it? Those women, we say they are strong, they are like men. They were forced to be like men because they didn't have a partner. They have a system that tells them that they are valuable only when they can do all that they did for their children and for their family. I said, do you think your mom was happy? I said, okay, now you want your wife. I don't know how you're treating your wife. This man is married. I don't know how you're treating your wife, but do you have a daughter? I asked him. He said yes. I'm like, I can't believe a father with this kind of mentality in this 21st century. You know what? The man shocked me. He was just shocking me with the things he was saying with his mouth. He said things like, no woman should have an opinion in marriage. That any opinion a woman has in marriage, when she wants to tell her husband, she should table it like this, like a suggestion. If he likes, he should collect it. If he does not like, he should not collect it. Like if the man is not okay with the idea, he should not collect it. Like, I like, am I hearing well? I said, see, ma Oga, men who listen to their wife, they go far. I'm not saying women are always 100% right every time. No. But I'm saying there's a purpose why God brought them together. If they will work as a team, they will achieve more than running as one. Even the Bible says one will chase 1,000, two will chase 10,000. There is the power of two, synergy of two who agree. So I said, man, sir, any man that listens to his wife in love, he will go far and he will gain speed. I'm not saying women are always right. Sometimes we also have our excesses. We are not perfect. I know. But I said there is this power of two where there is unity. So I said, you can't be telling me when a woman has a suggestion in her marriage, she should, like somebody who is pleading with the man, like they're not on the same pedestal at all. This is what this man was telling me. It was like I was reading Facebook posts. You know how some posts you see on Facebook, you can't believe these things are happening in real life. That was how I was feeling that day. And then this man he said two other things that shocked me even the more. When I told him that, do you know that a woman is created in God's image? God made a woman in his image also. It wasn't only the man. He said no. He said no, that a woman is made from the man. There's only man that God made from his image. I was like, And I opened the Bible for him. I said, the Bible says God created them, male and female, right? He created them, male and female. He didn't just create them. And he blessed them. He blessed the two of them. He pronounced blessing on the man. He pronounced blessing on the woman. So this woman that you're talking about, that you say is under the feet of a man, is actually a creation of God. This man said no. So I knew there was trouble. And I'm not the one that will fix his trouble. Because those kind of people is like someone who is in love. They're not easy to convince. Do you get? But I don't know. I was looking at the background where at the point I was asking him, where did you grow up, sir? Who raised you? And I can be, if I get on your matter, I can be this quiet person, everybody thinks but when I want to get on your matter. So at the point I just felt, well, I can't be exchanging words with this person. Let me just let it slide, okay? I was like, who raised you? Where did you get those mentality from? He said something also like, he said, when you go to, I'm from Africa, I'm from Nigeria, okay? You might not understand some things I'm saying, it might be strange or alien to you. He said, when you go to landlord's meeting, there is only women you will see. because the women have killed their husbands. They've killed all their husbands. They've killed their husbands. So when they call for landlord's meeting, it's only women. That women we know how to use our own body. We will not be stressing our men. We'll be stressing our men. That's why they die. That's what, I'm like, eh? May our daughters not marry wrong. See, girls, please hear me. When you begin to hear guys speaking like this, a guy speaking like this, saying this like this, any man you want to marry, let them pass through that mentality test. Check their mentality, check their words. Even when they are joking, don't take whatever they say as a joke. Don't just say he's joking. Be sensitive and pick it and know that this one. So what I heard that day surprised me, and it's broke my heart. I won't even lie. That women are not seen as being on the same pedestal with men. It is like they are second creatures. They are afterthoughts. No, we are not afterthoughts. God created male and he created female. But for Adam, because I am not the woman for Adam, God made a woman for Adam. Okay? God made a woman for Adam. I, Oluwafemilola, am not the woman for Adam. So God formed man, a woman for Adam. But in the beginning, when God was creating, when he was during creation, he created them male and female. So woman, you are blessed by God. You are not an afterthought. In fact, when God created man, finished, and then he wanted to make a woman for Adam, God said, he looked at everything. He said, oh, something is still missing for this man. Let me make a woman for him, because he's not complete without the woman. Can you see that? So you are that valuable. You are that important. You cannot be sidelined. You cannot. We cannot. We are the flavor the world needs. We had the flavor. We had the flavor. So when the Bible was saying, woman, submit to your own husband, man, love your wife, and then that's only where people see. They don't read the part that says submit one to another. Submit one to another. That means when it now comes to relationship, you have to submit one to another. The man too was called to submit. But it is the woman called to submit that we hear the most. Hey, woman, submit. Yes, I know. God told the woman specifically to submit, and God told the man to love, and then God told the two of them to submit one to another. I just pray God grant us wisdom. In summary, what I told this man in conclusion that day is the way you do your house, the way when you build your house, you go meet them like that for future. Whatever you use in building your house, how you treat your wife, how you treat your children, whatever, it is like a farmer that is planting seeds, okay? One day you will reap what you sow. So if you do it well, you go reap palm. If you don't do it well, you will also reap it on the other side, okay? Men who treat their women well, they enjoy them later in life, okay? But if you use her like she's a second-class citizen, you use her like she's rag, like she's nothing, you also, okay? When she eventually have the opportunity to leave your house, like to go and do a mugu, to go and take care of babies with our children, those are the women that stay there and they're like, I'm not going home again, I'm staying here, because they are not happy where they have been. But a woman who has been shown love by her husband, who has been taken care of, respected, honored by her husband, they don't go to children's house and sit down and say, I'm not going back home again. I, as a person, by the grace of God, I'm not the one that will leave my husband and then go and take care of grandchildren and stay. I'm not to. No. Okay, so anyway you care for your children, you care for your spouse, you will meet it in the future. If you want to do it the traditional way, don't worry. you'll meet it in the future. If you want to do it God's way, you will also meet it in the future. What do you think about this matter? I know I'm not the only one that feels so uncomfortable about this. What do you think? Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.